inside their own 5. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. The numbers for Thielen in that game last week.
He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's got room. And he takes us beyond the 35.
Hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is
back-to-back victory, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first. He'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick the game.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Even with a base, and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. A throw on now. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. This is up and good from Pinheiro. Field position after the fumble recovery. Running right, here's Sanders. He'll be marked down number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And Sharp hauls it in. And they will eventually get it.
And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal. You can often mistime that play because of the angles of the...
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
So it's a pretty good. The stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that position.
You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
They'll look to throw here.
Connecting here with Chark. Here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's taken down at the 43. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Right back to Sanders on first down.
And this will not go.
On play action, they'll throw.
Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chark.
And this is going to... Back to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the minute to play in this first half. 2nd and 15. From the left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And he'll go
Here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds.
So he changes hands. We're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors
He
here.
ruled a fumble.
Second down.
A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Transfers get 3 to end the first half. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought the first half, we want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the line.
He'll look to throw. And he just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get
the right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one in order to maintain to continue to convert.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. 70 yards rushing for him now. As he's
love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense.
Right here, 2nd and 7. Another run here with Sanders. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10. And
setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Touchdown! Tommy Tremble, his 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff for the third quarter drive right down the field. It's still their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center
this
of the ring.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They sort of here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, that you can take the spirit away from another team, and their drive and will to come back and win can be taken.
They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And they're going to get the first down here across.
He decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Up to the 20. Here's a 2nd and 7. Toward the sideline, and look at that. 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go with Sanders. They've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Another run with Sanders. And he'll be taking any 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? It'll be Sanders to begin the drives, and they'll come up on 2nd down. They'll run with Sanders. 113 yards rushing.
I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
here's Sanders. And that's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A big play there for Carolina. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they're knocking on the door now. Another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5. 2nd and 6. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they need 9 on 3rd and 7. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, his 2nd thanks to the interception. Game in hand. Try on 2nd and goal here. Now it looks like he'll throw here. To the goal.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Pass interference. Defense.
1-yard line. Costly penalty.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. And he's over for the touchdown. A great effort there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Panthers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
To take over. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 30.
I understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence and made it happen for a victory.